Hello again, and welcome back to RPG Maker MZ. I am Regicide. Thank you so much for coming back. In the last one, we did some customizations to the database. We changed up a few characters. We added the armor shop with hashtag PewDiePie. Sorry. Moving on. So today we're going to be doing some of the new things. We're going to be doing damaging floors, healing, and saving. So we go to the Help tab, click on Tutorial. Scroll all the way down to damaging floors, step 14. We start a tutorial and it'll say, yes, we do want to load up our project. We still have it. We click here on our project, we load it, and then we're going to start creating damaging floors and avoiding them. Basically, we're going to go through a quick explanation of damaging floors and what they do. So we go into the database, we scroll down to tile sets, and if you click on the number 4 dungeon, it's damaging floors on the right hand side of the bar. We click on there, and then we'll see right next to it there's this little purple patch with two little markers. Those two little triangle markers means that that is a damaging floor. So we're not going to change anything right now. That's just going to be for us in order for us to know which ones we must place. Click next, we close that up. We'll go to the map tile set. We click on our stone cave. We select the tile, the damaging floor tile on the left hand side. And then we're going to place them somewhere fun. Let's make these rocks a little bit of a puzzle. So this rock can only be placed on the first one, otherwise you'll get damaged. This rock can only be placed once. And let's do that over there. So this rock, now let's take away that one. Oop, that is, oopsie. I don't know what I did there. What did I just do? I fixed it. Okay, so we made sure that floors are damaging floors. We click on the map tiles, on the event tile set, and then we have to make sure that these tiles damage our players, and we have to make an effect that negates that. So we click on our database, we go over to our skill settings. Sorry, we go over to the states settings. We select number 11. We rename it to floor damage immunity. Next, we give it an icon, just a little bronze thing. We double click on the traits list on the right hand side. And on the parameter tab, we click on SP parameter. We make sure that it is floor damage. We make sure that it's 0%. Click OK. And we make sure that remove by walking is selected under the removal conditions, and we can leave it as 100 steps. That's fine. It'll take 100 steps for it to wear off. Then we'll create a message that comes up after the floor damage immunity wears off, and that'll say %1, S floor damage mitigation has worn off. That means whichever actor this applies to, that message will occur. We then go over to the skills tab, double click number 5. We change the name to cancel floor damage. In the description, we say provides floor damage immunity to all players for 100 steps. It's okay. We double click on the icon, we give it the bronze star again. We make sure that the scope is selected all friendlies. So it'll say side, ally, number, all, and the status, we make sure it's alive. So dead people, it doesn't affect them. We say okay. We go to the battles, we go to the occasion screen, we select it and we say main screen or menu screen, and we make sure that the MP cost is a little higher, so it's 5 MP. That way it actually costs something and you can't just go pew 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 floor damage until you die. Next, we're going to create costs as a message so that we can see who costs the ability. Under the effects tab, we double click, we go to the state parameter, we click off add state, we then select, we click on the drop down, scroll all the way down till we see floor damage immunity. That's a spelling mistake. Oopsie. That's okay. We say okay. We go over to our classes tab. We click on our priest. We go down to the learnable skills. We double click at the bottom. We make it so that at level 5, this character learns cancel floor damage. We say okay. We then say okay again. We switch over to the System 1 tab. And over here, there's a setting that'll say death by floor damage, death by slip damage, start as transparent, things like that. We kind of leave everything as is right now so that when you run over the floor damage, you don't die, because that sucks, just dying from floor damage. So next, we leave as is, we say okay, we save our project, and then we start playtest. We select a new game. Okay, we're going to start off in town. Oh, of course we are. I forgot about that bit. We're just going to run around. Okay, we just go through to the cave. This way we also see that everything works, so that's good. Let's test our floor damage. Okay, so that's the first one. So it does hurt us when we touch it. Okay, cool. Move this one so it doesn't damage. Now it'll damage us. We should actually make it 100% so that it just instant kills you. That way there's like real emphasis on don't fuck it up. Because otherwise we can just kind of walk over and it doesn't hurt us too much, so it's fine. We're going to leave it as is. They don't do much damage, but we'll edit that in another video. We'll change that so that it's a bit more damage and perhaps it kills them if they walk over it. So next we're going to go over to the tutorial part 2. Going to go to healing and saving. We select start tutorial. We don't have to load up the previous file unless we haven't already closed it. Then we're going to say yes, next, go next. Gonna learn how to heal and save. Select the stone cave. And we're gonna create a saving point right before the boss. So the boss is gonna be here next to this crystal over here on 16.8. So we're gonna create a save point at 7.8 next to this little waterfall so that we can create a healing point, save point, and therefore not have to run through the whole dungeon all over again when we get to the boss, or if we get killed by the boss. We rename the event restore point. So next, double click on the image folder, scroll down to one of the doors, we select exclamation door 2, just this nice little red ring, ensure that it's direction fixed. We say the priority is below characters and that the trigger is player touch. Then on the contents list, we double click. We switch to the second tab. We select gather followers. Select the next line. We select on the second tab under audio and video, we select play sound effect. We're going to go scroll down until we see heal 1. Heal 1. Say okay. The next line, we double click, we flash the screen, we'll make sure that the duration is 60 frames, we say okay. The next line, we double click, go to the first page, we then go to, we're going to change the HP and the MP. We can't select recover all because then it also removes the floor damage immunity and any positive buffs that is there as well as negative buffs. So we're just going to change the HP and the MP and ensure that they don't, and we're going to resurrect any fallen allies. So we select change state, we say remove, ensure that state dead is selected. We make sure that entire party is the selected groups. We say OK. On the next tab, we double click, go to change HP, and we're going to make sure that the entire party is selected. We increase it by a constant of 4 nines, just max health, just max it out. Next line, we do the same thing with the change mana. Also, just max that out. Ensure that the entire party is selected. We say OK. And then the next line, we double click to make sure that we save the game. We show text. And here we're just going to say, would you like to save your game? We say OK. And then the next line, we say show choices. Yes and no is fine. Okay, if yes, we double click. We double click under the yes selection. We go over to the second tab. No, sorry, we go over to the third tab. We select open save screen. And then from here, we say OK. Because if no, it'll just continue and it'll ignore you. If yes, it sends you to the save screen and you can save your game. We then select OK. We save our project. And let's give it a playtest, see if our game saves. So we start a new game in town. La 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 la. La 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 la. Here we go. All the exits work. Let's go fight nothing. Let's pretend like we're gonna go fight something. I kind of like the buttons. They're nice. It's cute. Okay. Gather party, flash screen, text. Would you like to save your game? Yes. Sends us to the save game. We save there. And we're like, okay, cool. Run away. Let's load our game. We say end game. Go to title. We say continue. And then let's select save file 1. There we go. We're back. Awesome. It worked. We close our game. And then from here on, we're going to add the boss and so forth. But I think I'll leave that for the next video. I hope you guys had fun learning how to make save points, restore points, and some damaging floors. Play around, test out different things. If you have more experience, please give some suggestions, some advice. That would be really useful. This is an ongoing project, and I hope to keep making these. Thank you so much for joining. Please do remember to leave a like and subscribe for more of these videos, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have an awesome day further. Bye!